Once there lived a boy named Aarav in a village nestled between hills and a sparkling lake. It was a peaceful place where life flowed as slow and steady as the nearby lake. Everyone in the village loved Aarav. He was bright, curious, and full of dreams. His laughter echoed in the corridors of their small schoolhouse, and his smile could light up a cloudy day. His father, a wise man with eyes that twinkled like the stars, often said, "Aarav, you are like the morning sun, full of warmth and light." However, there was a small cloud hanging over Aarav's bright world, a weakness that he struggled with. You see, Aarav's mind was like a playful monkey, jumping from tree to tree, from one thought to another. Whenever he sat down to study, his thoughts would wander. When he sat down with books, his eyes would drift to the window, imagining games and adventures beyond the hills or the shimmering lake. His father, noticing this, would sigh and say, "Aarav, your mind is like an untamed horse. Unless you learn to control it, it will take you anywhere but where you want to go." At first, Aarav would laugh at his father's words, but as he grew older, he began to realize the truth in them. In school, when exams came, his friends wrote with a focused mind, their pens dancing across the paper. But he struggled to remember what he had studied. His teachers, too, would shake their heads, saying, "You are intelligent, Aarav, but you lack discipline." Without discipline, intelligence is like a river without banks, flowing everywhere, reaching nowhere. One evening, when Aarav failed an important test, he walked slowly toward the fields near his home. The setting sun painted the sky in hues of orange and purple, but he saw none of the beauty. His heart was heavy. He sank down beside the lake, its placid surface mirroring his troubled thoughts. "Why does my mind run away from me?" he whispered to the wind. "Why can't I stay focused like others?" An old monk, his white beard flowing like the nearby waterfall, was passing by. He saw the troubled boy and sat beside him. "My child," the monk asked, "why do you look so worried?" Aarav poured out his heart, sharing his struggles with the monk. The monk listened patiently, his eyes twinkling with understanding. When Aarav finished, he pointed towards the calm lake. "Do you see this lake?" he asked. "If its banks were broken, it would flood the nearby fields and homes, causing destruction everywhere. But when guided by canals, it gives life to crops and quenches the thirst of animals. The mind is much the same. Left uncontrolled, it floods your thoughts with distractions, destroying your focus and inner peace. But if you train it and guide it well, it can achieve incredible things. It can build beautiful canals to water the fields of your dreams." Aarav looked at the serene lake, its surface now reflecting the twinkling stars. He felt a new understanding dawn within him. "So how do I control my mind?" he asked eagerly. The monk smiled. "Start small," he said. "When you sit to study, start with just 10 minutes. Give your full attention to what you're learning. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back. Don't get upset. Just keep bringing it back again and again." It's like taming a wild horse. It takes time and patience, but as you continue, your mind will become more disciplined and stronger. Remember, your mind is your most powerful tool, but it's also your biggest enemy. It is your servant, not your master. Serve it well, and it will serve you even better. Those words became Aarav's guiding light. He started his journey of training his mind, and it was tough. His mind would run wild, pulling him toward distractions like a magnet. But he held on, reminding himself of the monk's words. 10 minutes became 20, then an hour. Slowly, his concentration sharpened like a honed blade, cutting through distractions as he focused on his studies. Years rolled by like the currents of the nearby lake, carrying with them the seeds of change. And as Aarav grew older, his discipline grew even stronger. While others grew tired after an hour of study, he could go on for longer, his mind focused and sharp. He topped his exams, earning a scholarship to study in a big city. Later, he became a renowned scientist, his name echoing in the halls of prestigious institutions. Success, however, did not change him. He never forgot the valuable lesson he learned by the tranquil lake. Once, when he returned to his village, He built a school, his heart swelling with pride. On the main gate, he inscribed these words: "The strongest person is not the one who defeats others, but the one who conquers his own mind." And so the story of Aarav, the boy who learned to tame his wild mind, became a legend in their little village. A reminder for all that the greatest battles are fought not on distant battlefields, but within the quiet chambers of our own hearts.